there, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Sir Alex Ferguson save, and all I want to say is thank you very much for the support on the first episode back earlier on today at 12:30. If you've missed it, go back and check it out. We played City twice, once in the league, once in the FA Cup, and now at 5:30 we've got Liverpool and United both in the league, and can we further our league standing here? And yeah, all in all, going to be a very, very good end to the season. And now we have had our 5th round cup draw and we're at home to Burnley, so that should be relatively plain sailing through to the next round of the FA Cup. But February, very tough games coming in February. We've got United at home, which we'll be playing later on in today's episode, Wolves at home, and then we've also got Everton and Spurs. So plus we go away to Leverkusen. So all in all, a very tough month of February. Plus we've got the end of the transfer window in the middle between Liverpool and United. We're going to be signing a new left back. We have got around about £65 million ish plus loads of wage bill to spend. So looking for the absolute, probably the absolute creme de la creme of our left back. But we've got our scouts out where they're doing their thing. Hopefully we'll find someone to replace Robertson, and we're going to get into this first game against Liverpool away at Anfield. It is first versus third, and they win this, they claw their way back into the title race and probably leapfrog Chelsea. Plus they've got a game in hand on both themselves and Chelsea as well. And then we go to, or then United come to us, and we can really extend our lead against United if we beat them. So this is the team that's going to go up against Liverpool today. We've got Rakitic in goal. Van Zanten, Bastoni, Zagadou and Bellew are the back line. Porconi picked up a little bit of a knock, so he'll miss this first game, but will be okay for the United game. We've got Maya and Teixeira in the middle of midfield with Embolo on the right, Marin on the left, Maddison in behind, Adolfo on the bench, Aya, Dodo, Shelby, Zakaria, Wilson, Neres and Betty Arp. Let's go to Anfield and see what we can do against the Reds. Again, another quiet first half. The only real issue in that first half, Marin went off with a little bit of an injury. I think he picked up a lower leg injury, so we brought Neres on that left-hand side. Adolfo's not playing particularly well, so we're going to bring him off and bring Betty Arp on at half-time. Couple of 6.5s and a few 6.6s in there as well. We're going to keep it calm. I'm just going to say far from pleased what I've seen out there. Got there in the second half and produced a little bit better, but hand on heart, I will take a point away at Anfield every day of the week. Trent, first highlight of the game, throws it in, but we get the ball clear from Teixeira. Varane now finds the ball through to Keita. James quickly out to Sadio Mane, into Roberto Firmino at the near post. And as you have a look at the stats, all Liverpool in this game, haven't had a single shot on target, and 10 minutes gone in this second half. Liverpool go 1-0 up. Bobby Firmino, lovely quick pass in between Firmino, James and Mane. Mane then drills it into that near post and puts Liverpool 1-0 up. 4 minutes injury time added on into this second half. Liverpool get the ball into the box and we don't manage to pick up that loose pass again. Gedson and Fernandes into Bobby Firmino, heads it just wide. We've come back into it a little bit in this second half, but it's been all Liverpool. Thoroughly deserve their 3 points here, and they're going to add another loss into our column here unless we come back into it now. That's a poor pass by Zagadou, and now they're on the counter-attack. We're on the attack here through to Ben Woodburn, and he seals it with a second goal. 2-0 to Liverpool, and Liverpool claw their way back into this title race with an emphatic win against us here at Anfield. Mane streaming down that right-hand side. He finds Woodburn in the middle, and he fires it past Rakitic. 2-0 Liverpool. They're back into this title hunt now with a win here. And now we have it full time. Whistle goes. Liverpool 2, Newcastle 0. And as you can see, didn't play well. Bastoni came in for the injured Porconi and he got a 4.6. Lots of players just didn't turn up in this one. I'll be having a right go at them I'll be having a right go with the days in between this game and the United game. Going to get into the dressing room and absolutely pound them. Far from pleased what I've seen out there. We need to be a hell of a lot better against bigger opposition. We've got United in a week's time, and if we have a look at the league table now, that win for Liverpool puts them 8 points behind us with a game in hand. So if we win that game in hand, they go 5 points behind us and makes this title race even more tense. Now we go into the January transfer window, the final day of that transfer window, and see if we can get in a left back to help our defensive worries, especially after that 2-0 defeat against Liverpool. Here we go then, transfer deadline day is upon us. We're going to take part and we're going to see what happens in this transfer window, at the end of this transfer window. We're looking for a left back. I've got my scouts out. Anything happens, you will be the first to know. Here we go then. The scouts have been out and they've been working away, and they've brought this man back here, Luis Henrique from Bottas, 19-year-old wonder kid. I went for some of the big names like Alaba, Gaia, Henriques, but they all, even though we've been fantastic over the last few years, our rankings and our reputation just not dragging those types of players across. So we have to dig a little bit deeper and probably play for these types of players here. Luis Enrique, left back on automatic. His crossing and dribbling need a little bit of work, but he's only 19. He's also being chased by City, Liverpool, and Chelsea. So we've jumped in there and snapped him up. Great tackling, really good physicals for someone who's only 19. The only downside is because he's on international duty with Brazil's under-20s, he won't be back with us until kind of February, March time. So Bellew's going to have to play a little bit, but we do have the likes of Bastoni to come in on that left-hand side if we need him to do. But we're going to accept that. We're going to have that deal go through. It's only £10.5 million as well. So we brought in over £35 million for Robertson. So we're £20 million up on that. All in all, I think he'll be a fantastic left back alongside Bellew. Get really good game time with both of them, and they'll both grow fantastically well. And that is it. The transfer deadline has shut and we're on the 1st of February. These are the big movers and shakers of the January transfer window. City spending £72 million. They spent £44 million on Simone Aiello. Where did they buy him from? Right back from Palermo in the Serie A. So yeah, right back for him. We have sold Andrew Robertson to Roma for £35.5 million and brought Luis Henrique in for 10.5, so £25 million profit there for us. And Lorenzo Luis from Chelsea to Leipzig, so he's left the Premier League and gone over to Germany. Transfer deadline's passed. Now let's get on to this game against United. Here we go then, game against United. Really looking for a better display this time around after that awful display against Liverpool. As you can see, changed it up ever so slightly with regards to the formation. As it says here, kind of an isometric 4-3-3, dropping Embolo down a little bit and putting two up top with Marin as an inside forward. So we should get into this gap here when he's attacking. So the back line are Rakitic, Van Zanten, Porconi, Zagadou and Bellew are the back line. Embolo, Maya and Teixeira are that midfield trio / duo with Embolo really kind of pushing further forward. Marin on that left-hand side with Adolfo and Fetty alongside him on the bench. Aya, Dodo, Shelby, Zakaria, Neres, Madison and Damari Gray. Let's get this. Let's go and get 3 more points against United. Sterling with a free kick. Finds De Oliveira quite close to him. Back to Raheem. Goes for a long shot, but it's high and wide. 7 minutes gone. Still 0-0. From that Raheem Sterling shot, we play out from the back and Zagadou bringing it forward. Finds Belal. Belal now down this left-hand side into Teixeira. Got Embolo. Loads of space on that right-hand side, but goes through Fetty. Now we try and find Embolo, but it's a poor pass from Fetty. And we go again. Start from the back. Rakitic now out to Zagadou. Zagadou coming forward and finds Marin on this left-hand side. He's on an inside forward now. Lovely switch out to Embolo. Trying to get the ball in. Adolfo, though, does sniff out a chance and he puts the ball into the back of the net. Adolfo's 12th goal of the season. It was a lovely pass from Antonio Marin from left to right in that new inside forward role. Embolo just takes it under control. Little bit of deflection from Luke Shaw. It then deflects over to Adolfo. 1-0 Newcastle. Highlight after the goal and Icardi scores. Let's see it in 3D. Raheem Sterling with the assist. Pogba literally straight from kickoff. Finds the ball to Sterling. Sterling whips this ball in and Icardi beats, I think it's Van Zanten at the back post, and it's now 1 apiece. Marin with a free kick from their goal this time, and it just shaves the outside of the post and trickles wide. Bilal down to Marin. Marin now into Teixeira. Back out to Bilal. Bilal's got a little bit of time and space. Tries to get the ball in, but it deflects. Embolo through to Fetiarp. It hits the post. 15 minutes gone. This game is action-packed. Dalot finds a little ball down to Raheem Sterling. Into Paul Pogba. Pogba out to Dalot. Dalot now cutting inside, but Raheem Sterling's just caught one back into Hurwitz and goes for an audacious effort from about 35 yards out, but not to be. Corner. Marin whipped that ball and Adolfo's there. He's taken the ball down, took it round De Gea and slotted it past in. Second goal of the game, 13th goal of the season. 2-1 to Newcastle. 25 minutes gone on the clock. Marin gets this ball in. He brings it down, takes it round De Gea and has the presence of mind to just pass it into the back of the net. 2-1 now. Marin into Teixeira. Teixeira into Maya. Over to Embolo. Can he get the shot on goal? He can't. He finds Adolfo instead, and that's his hat-trick just before the half-hour mark. Newcastle 3, United 1. And it seems this new formation, weird as it may be, seems to work with these players and these instructions. Embolo down that right-hand side. He then just finds Adolfo, and he just puts his left foot through it. 3-1 Newcastle. 10 minutes before half time, and Dalot down this right hand side, taking the game to Newcastle, and De Oliveira into Icardi, and it's 3-2. No defence wants to play today, neither of them do, and letting each other really open their defences up. Dalot just got the life down that right hand side, finds Oliveira, lovely through ball, lovely run from Icardi. 3-2 now. Shaw down the line to Icardi, back to Shaw, and now he coming down that left hand side and over the top to De Oliveira, in on goal. Can he make it 3 apiece? He hits the post and it's just wide. 10 minutes before half time. Sterling in out to Pogba on the edge. Ballo gets that ball clear, and then Bolo just manages to reach it before the United man Pavard. Back to Pogba. He's pressing him really well, and Arnie Meyer gets the ball up to Fetiarp into Marin. Lovely quick switch out to brilliant Bolo. One-on-one with De Gea, and De Gea makes an amazing save 3 minutes before the end of the half. Marin from that corner into Arnie Meyer, but gets tackled by Maricardi, and now Sterling's on the counter-attack himself, taking on his man out to Diego Dalot, and that's the end of the highlight. Dalot down to Hurwitz, into Sterling. Ballo again with a good tackle, but it falls to Dalot. Pogba now. Lovely ball into Sergio Milinkovic-Savic. Through to Icardi, and that's 3 for Mauro Icardi. And I don't know what's happened. Van Zanten just letting him go far too easily. Good tackle by Belus. Injured Raheem Sterling. Pogba now getting this ball out to Milinkovic-Savic. And it's a lovely little through ball to Mauro Icardi, and he fires it past Rakitic. What a half of football. 6 goals, 3 apiece. And that's the half. Adolfo and Icardi, the half of 2 hat-tricks. Going to get into them and say far from pleased what I've seen out there. Going to go to the tactics, and I'm just going to drop Arnie Meyer as a more defensive player. Going to stick him on defence, so we're a little bit even more asymmetric, and we're just going to put Embolo on support just to help Bocconi, Zanten and Embolo. Because of that, I'm going to bring Van Zanten off and put Dodo on as right back, a little bit more experienced there. That's all I'm going to do in that half-time. Tactics, talk, get out there and win the game. That's basically what I want. Coming up to 10 minutes in this second half, it's a loose throw-in by Dodo, and they just launch the ball forward, and Bocconi into Zagadou. Zagadu's got Marin on that left-hand side, and he finds him. Marin again over the top to Embolo. Lovely switch, and can he get the ball in? He can. Marin's coming in, and heads just wide. Good flowing move from Newcastle. 15 minutes to go. Dodo finds Meyer, and he's being pushed back by Paul Pogba, but gets the ball into Bocconi. Meyer again. Can he find that little ball through to Teixeira? No, has to go all the way back to Rakitic. Zagadou now into Teixeira. Acres of space into Antonio Marin, driving at that United defence this time, and shot straight at David De Gea. But that is it. 3-3 is the final score. 2 first half hat-tricks from Adolfo and Mauro Icardi. Icardi just having too much for Van Zanten and Bocconi down that right-hand side. Something we need to look at, I think, in the tactics. And that switch up in tactics seemed to work a little bit, but defensively left us a little bit exposed for the likes of De Oliveira, Icardi, Brandt, Sterling, Harvich. So yeah, really need to look at that going forward if we're going to keep that long term. But yeah, let's see where that leaves us in the league. We're 8 points behind Chelsea and Arsenal. Even though Arsenal have got a game in hand, they win that, they go 5 points behind us. Liverpool United are both 9 points behind us, but again, Liverpool got a game in hand. They can go 6 points behind us. And yeah, really looking like it's going to be a tense end of this season. So we'll be back tomorrow at 5:30, and we're going to bring you the first leg of the Champions League against Leverkusen, and then the home game against Everton in the Premier League. But that is it for today's episode. That is it for today's double upload day. If you have enjoyed it, please do drop it a like. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. If you're liking what you see, follow it with a little bell icon so you're notified every time a video goes live. And until next time, when we bring you Champions League football and more league action, I'll see you soon.